Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. I am so glad that you are joining me this morning. Before we talk about today's worship service, let's sing a quick song to welcome everyone that has joined us. Hello, everybody. How do you do? How do you do? How do you do? Hello, everybody. How do you do? God loves you today. Thank you for singing with me. Did you sing happy birthday this week? It was someone's birthday. Maybe it was yours. It was also a celebration of Jesus' birthday. Today is the first Sunday after Christmas. Happy birthday, Jesus. Do you also remember lighting a candle each week of Advent? In some Advent wreaths, there's a candle in the middle. And this special candle is known as the Christ candle and is lit on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. Today in the service, Susan Fast will light a few more candles, but I'll let her tell you about them. We will hear 3 readings today. Our first reading is from the book of Isaiah, a prophet. We will hear the words, "For as long as the earth brings forth its shoots, and as a garden causes what is sown in it to spring up, so God will cause righteousness and praise to spring up before the nations." I like thinking of a bulb underground or a seed ready to spring up, and God planting justice and love. And maybe we can help with that. Our second reading is from the Gospel of Luke. This reading takes place after Jesus is born, when he is still a baby. Here, Joseph and Mary present little Jesus in the temple. This was an ordinary and very special ritual or tradition. While they are there, Joseph and Mary meet 2 people, Simeon and Anna. Both Simeon and Anna speak about Jesus and the light they see in little baby Jesus that Jesus will bring forth to the world. For our story today, we will read about a star. Maybe you saw the star behind me. There's a special star in the Christmas story, in what comes after Christmas, and a special light that continues beyond Christmas and beyond Epiphany. Are you ready? They Followed a Bright Star by Ulises Wensell. Illustrated and based on a poem by Joan, Alavedra. Long ago, on a cold and bitter night, a group of shepherds sat huddled around a fire. "Quiet," one of them said. "Do you hear that? Is someone singing?" "It's only a fiddle playing in the distance," said another shepherd. "No, it's just a lamb bleating," said a third. Suddenly, an angel with shimmering wings appeared before them. "Arise, shepherds, and come." The shepherds were frightened and crouched closer around the fire. But the voice of the angel rang out again. "A miracle will happen in Bethlehem. The Christ child will be born in a stable. Arise and come. The star will lead you." Then the night was still. The shepherds looked at one another. "What gift shall we bring the child?" asked the shepherd boy. "We will take the finest things that we have," said the oldest shepherd. "A hen, a lamb, a turkey, and a jug of honey. The dog will watch our sheep. Come." So they left their flock and set out to follow the bright star. Soon the shepherds came to the top of a mountain, where a man was drawing water from a spring. "Greetings," they said to him. "We are going to Bethlehem to see the child who will be born in a stable. Come with us." "I cannot," said the man. "It is I who protect the water. An angel told me that the child will need it someday." "Very well," said the shepherds. "We wish you peace on this good night." They walked on until they came to a riverbank. There, a fisher sat, staring deep into the water. "Come with us," said the shepherds. "We are going to Bethlehem to see the child who will be born." "I cannot," said the fisher. "An angel appeared to me and said, 'Cast your line into the water and wait. He who is born will need the fish you catch, and he too will be a fisherman.'" "The angels have been busy," said the shepherds. "We wish you peace on this good night." And they went on. When the shepherds reached a field, they saw a person plowing. "Hello," the shepherds called. "Stop plowing and come with us to see the miracle." "Oh, I cannot," said the farmer. "I must plow and sow, thresh the wheat and grind the corn to make bread with a golden crust." "But you will have time for that later," said the shepherds. "Oh no," said the man. "Tonight, a magnificent angel stood before my bed. 'Go and plow your field,' the angel told me. 'The child to be born will need bread.'" "Very well, we wish you peace on this good night," the shepherds said, and they moved on. The shepherds shivered with cold. At the edge of an olive grove, they saw a man and a woman coming from their vineyard. Each of them carried a pack full of grapes. "Why do you harvest so late in the season?" asked the shepherds. "Come with us to see the child who will be born." The man pointed to his pack. "Do you see these grapes? A voice from the heavens told us we would find new grapes in the winter fields." The woman said, "And here you see them. We must make wine now and store it until it is needed." "Very well," said the shepherds again. "We wish you peace on this good night." The little band of shepherds walked on. "This night is full of secrets," one of them wondered aloud. Above them, the star shone still, its silver light filling the sky. The shepherds saw no one else for miles and miles, but they were not the only ones following the star. 3 kings were riding across the mountains, traveling over high passes and through deep valleys. Their names were Melchior, Caspar, and Balthazar, and they too had gifts for the child. Their servants grumbled among themselves. "Ugh, I don't know if I can go any further," complained one. "I wish I had a pillow to rest my head," said another. "I wish we could stop at an inn," cried the third. "We could be sitting by the fire, eating hot soup." I would probably say the same thing. The kings looked at their maps, but their maps told them nothing. Like the shepherds, they could only follow the bright star. "We must hurry," the kings said to one another, "for the star will disappear with the morning light." Mary and Joseph had been waiting for this night. Months before, an angel had appeared to Mary and said, "Mary, blessed are you among all women, and blessed is the child you will carry, baby Jesus." Mary and Joseph knew this was a gift from God. So on that night, Mary and Joseph had settled into a stable where the animals made room for them. And as the kings and the shepherds hurried toward the star, a radiant light filled the stable. The animals lifted their heads at the sound of a newborn child's cry. When the kings and the shepherds arrived, Their hearts were so full that they forgot their hard journey. "We followed the star," the shepherd boy said. "We come bearing gifts," said King Melchior, "incense, myrrh, and a chest full of gold. Enough for a kingdom." "Is the baby a king, or is he a shepherd?" whispered the boy. "Hush," the oldest shepherd told him. "Would the child like it if I played my flute for him?" asked the shepherd boy. So the boy played for the child, and the others quietly offered their gifts to him. Then an angel appeared and said, "Kings and shepherds, rejoice! Let the world rejoice!" And far away, someone watched a well. Someone fished. Someone sewed. And someone aged the wine. For the time would come when Jesus would need water and fish and bread and wine. Water to cleanse the souls of the weary, fish to multiply and feed the many, and bread to break with the wine on another night of miracles. But on that night, those who could not follow the star remembered the words of the angels. Let the world rejoice. I love hearing how everyone is doing something special in that story. They all have a gift to offer. Whether it's the flute of the little shepherd boy, or the bread coming from the farmer, or the fisher, or the winemakers. Sometimes following Jesus, working for love and justice, doesn't look like grand gifts of gold and myrrh. This is one of my favorite pictures of the shepherds following the angels. I just love the colors in this scene and seeing all the sheep and seeing all the way down there a little baby Jesus with Joseph and Mary and some animals. And I love thinking about all of the other people in this story that we don't hear about. The people living in Bethlehem, the other people traveling to Bethlehem, maybe people caring for their families or sharing bread, maybe people harvesting grapes, making wine, maybe people fishing. In Advent, we thought about hope, peace, joy, and love. I think of these things when I light a candle or when I see a bright star. But maybe the hope, peace, joy, and love is also something we carry in our own special gifts. Maybe these words are worth holding on to beyond Advent. To close today, I want to sing about that joyful light inside each of us. Will you sing the first verse of This Little Light of Mine with me? I'm going to grab the star. You ready? This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Thank you for sharing your light with the world. And I hope that you really enjoy the service today. Goodbye.